Welcome to NZV8TV, the final episode in our first series. Can you believe we've been doing this for 13 weeks? Anyway, one more show, but the magazine rolls on. And for our final bit of V8 trivia, do you know what MOPAR stands for?
Brought to you by Smiths Group, suppliers of leading automotive brands. Newlong, Maguire's, Spies Hecker, House of Colour, and GT Radials. Superior performance, affordable price.
This week on the show, I've said before how much I love early Camaros, and Glenn Allingham's is certainly one to love. They're the future of New Zealand drag racing. We wrap up our profile of our young achievers. And from the NZV8 X-Files, it's a Martian hearse, or it could be Brent Hyde's Studebaker. And will the Mustangs or the Javelins come out on top in our final instalment of the 1970 Trans Am series? It's a sad day here on NZV8 TV as we bring you the 13th and final episode in this first season of NZV8 TV. But anyway, that's enough emotion. This is a show about V8s. And back in episode 1, we've talked to you about the amazing concentration of world-class V8 powered vehicles of all categories that we've got here in New Zealand. And over the last 12 weeks, we've enjoyed showcasing some of those amazing vehicles to you. Cars like Kevin McGregor's Pontiac GTO drag car, Johnny Allsop's Willys Coupe,
he just went around him.
Tony Etheridge and his amazing Mad Max style SS Camaro, Andrew Lister's awesome Impala lowrider, the freaky fast GT1 Commodore of Nick Chester, Carl Hansen's record-breaking TVR Tuscan, and let's not forget this guy here, Bruce Anderson, in his phenomenal 69 Mustang, back on track and still trying to break the 60-second barrier at Pukekohe. But fear not, we've still got one more show to bring you, so let's get to the V8s. In 1966, Chevrolet held a press conference to unveil its new competitor to Ford sports car. When the gathered press asked what the new Camaro name meant, they were told, it's a small, vicious animal that eats Mustangs.
It's a 1968 Camaro, circuit racer. It's 427 big block. It's road registered and warranty finished. It's yeah, a lot of fun. So good, a lot of fun to drive any car. It was very important to me that it looked period. That was a big part of it for me. You look up there. When I was going to paint it silver, everyone said, "Oh, mate, it looked pretty good red. You know, what are you doing?" And I said, "Hey, just wait till you see it finished." And now they sort of see it finished. Everyone sort of tends to agree that, hey, you're never going to keep everyone happy, but everyone tends to agree that, yeah, that it sort of come out pretty well. Very, very tight track for this car. Being a big block, you should really run a small block in a circuit car, I believe, but I just love my big blocks and always wanted to build one. I've got no regrets. When we're down at the A1GP and the central muscle cars and northern muscle cars combined would come out, the stands just filled up. And when we come off, they just empty out and they come down the pits, and we had some really cool guys from all around the world, you know, that come over from bloody England and Canada and all sorts, and they come up, and the amount of guys told me, guys, you know, middle age and later, that they had one of these or their dad had one of these, and you've got to run to your own budget. I think a few people out there run beyond their budget, and I did that when I used to run an SLR 5000 and Super GT. I was sort of taking it a bit farther than I can afford, and got a bit sort of full on with it, and it took the fun out of it. And so I sort of got out of that car when I built this car here, and I wanted a circuit car which is also road registered, so I can do a couple of day targets if I want to do, or hey, go for a bit of a drive if I want, just have some fun with it and just use it, you know, just get lots of use out of it. I think a lot of people relate to the muscle cars because, hey, there's still a lot of guys out there with cool Monaros and Camaros and GT Falcons and Mustangs that are still street cars and like seeing these sort of the old American muscle cars and Aussie muscle cars go around skidding the tyres up.
Wouldn't like to see the new boy racer laws crush one of these, would we?
Yeah, I'm too old to be a boy racer, hey. Hey, hang on. There we go, we'll try that.
Yeah.
Big block for 427 cubic inch. It's got alloy heads on it. When I wanted to build the engine originally, build the car, Craig Holland, Engine Dynamics, sat me down and said, what do I want to achieve with this car? Where do I want to go with it? And he actually built the car to my plan and my desires. As I say, he's very good. He's such a big help to me, he really was. It's dry sumped, it's 600 horsepower, which isn't a huge amount for a big block, because the big thing I wanted was just consistency. Just want to be able to come down and fire it up and skid the tyres, toot the horn, and away we go. And yeah, without trying to wring its, you know, get a small block and wring its neck. It makes its best horsepower at 6.8, so it will rev a bit harder than that, but Craig sort of recommended it. You know, that's where best to run it. So I've got a rev limiter at that, and I run it to that. I usually change it around about sort of 6.6, 6.7, and just keep the engine just nice and not working hard, and so it's not going to cost me too many bucks at the end of the day. It's got some massive front springs, as you can imagine, very, very stiff shocks. It doesn't move a lot when you lean on it. I've only got 17x8s all round. I'm running a Toyo. Frankly, I don't really like the Toyo. Maybe my driving may not be the tyre at all. I'm going to a Kumo this season. I'm doing a bit of research and homework, talking to a lot of the guys in the class. They predominantly run Kumos, which we do push Kumos to run that class to try and keep the tyres all uniform. So I'll be going to those, see how they go. I've only got 8s on the rear as well, which I will be going to a 9.5, probably front and rear. Woolwoods, 13-inch Woolwoods, 4-pot up front, 2-pot down the rear. I've kept inside, as I say, I want to keep that period as well. Didn't want it covered in Kevlar and all the wishy dish stuff. So got my basic gauges there, the rev canner. It's a Richmond Super T10 4-speed. I do want to be going to a Jericho. The gearbox handles the horsepower, no problem at all, 600, but they struggle with the torque. So I'm going to end up twisting this gearbox. So I want to be putting a Jericho in it. So just your basic gauges. Everything works, lights, fans, horn, wipers, the whole lot. I needed to for warrant and registration. MSD, electronic ignition. I got Steve from Barry Old Electrical in Kumu. He wired the car for me, kept everything nice and basic for me with all the stickers on it. So I'm a little bit electrically impaired. So he kept it nice and basic for me, and I'm very happy with what he's done. If there's any faults, it's very easy to track down and go straight through with. If I got the right check, I probably would sell it. It's not actually for sale because I want to build a CUDA. I really want to build a CUDA circuit car. Yeah. One has been done before. There's a couple of challenges I believe being built. Bruce Anderson's got it just, you know, I'm not a big Ford man, but he's got a Mustang, just makes your mouth water. I love that car, you know. There's other Mustangs in the class too. They're just neat cars, just neat old cars. And the sort of more they don't handle, the better they're to watch. You know, the cars get a bit sideways and smoke the tyres, and yeah, the crowd enjoys it. I enjoy driving it. You know, it's not going to get too out of shape, of course, because I'm driving like an idiot. But no, it's just good fun trying to hang on to them and just enjoying yourself, having a good day.
Interview over, it was out onto the track to get some shots of this beast in action. Unfortunately, cold day, cold tyres, wet grass. Oh no! Don't mix. What he was actually saying there was, oh my gosh, I really wish I hadn't done that because the TV cameras are here. I hope it polishes out.
Going too fast because TV was here, eh?
Shut up.
Bad luck, Glenn, but we've all been there, mate.
To celebrate the 50th issue of NZV8 magazine, we've got a $12,000 trip for 4 to the Gold Coast Nitro Super GP. Return flights, 5 nights at the fabulous Palazzo Versace Gold Coast, grandstand seats, pit shirts, caps, and a Jim Beam Racing Team pit tour. To enter the draw, you'll need to buy NZV8 magazine's 50th issue and text V8 to 244.
Let's take a final look at the young achievers of NZDRA drag racing. Now, most blokes would say drag racing is not a hairdresser's sport, but you try telling that to two-time Supergas champion Chanel Dobson.
Whether it's going to be a win, and Dobson takes a win, 9.94 against, get this, a 9.94. Both running identical ETs.
At the end of the day, you can have a big number 1 on the side of your car.
Here's hoping. I did last year, so I'm here to, you know, hold up my title and just prove to everyone it wasn't a fluke. It is the Chevy Camaro, a 502 big block. That's about all I know, to be honest. It's a 4-speed Lico, so I physically change the gears as I'm going down the straight, which there's not a lot of cars that are like that. But yeah, no, it's heaps of fun, 990, awesome.
And after taking out the 2008 title in her first ever season of competing, this Taranaki stylist backed that up with the 2009 championship as well. I wonder if she can sort out Ewan's hair. And now, here's one of NZDRA's youngest competitors, driving one of the most historic cars. It's Chris Goof Sherwin in the Quartermaster Escort.
I'm running in Super Sedan. It's quite a big class. There's a supposed 27 cars here today. 498 big block Chevy. It's all only thing forward about it's the body really. It's old Alan Lynn's old Escort Quartermaster. It's been around for years, and we just got it all redone. Did a bit of work to the chassis and straightened it up a bit. So it seems to be going straight. So hopefully it keeps going straight. They thought of the name Quartermaster and because it was the master of the quarter back in the day, and we're trying to keep the reputation up.
Gunning for the 2009 Super Sedan Championship, Goof just had to take this win, but unfortunately a rod decided to make a sunroof in the side of the block and it all went horribly wrong at the finish line. The old quartermaster wasn't looking quite so good, but hopefully they'll be back to fight another day.